This side we used a hoe. We used the hoe to remove the weeds, and you can see the garden is a bit nice. You can see all the cassavas, they are doing well. Yes, they are doing well. You can see the method we use here, that one. After removing the weeds, we get the hoe and we make a heap on the stems of cassavas. This help the soil roots to absorb water and also help the stem to persist inside there. Those roots will be able to go in different direction and also absorb water and mineral salts from the soil, and even helping this stem to persist in the soil. Example, this one, if there are more than 4, then I can remove one like this. So I've just done the pruning, and also if you see that there's too much leaves, you can also detach some of the leaves from the cassava plant so that it will grow well and have space, and this will help it not to compete with the this will help the plant not to compete with sunlight, water, and also mineral salts in the soil. What's up my people, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, consider subscribing, hit the bell button so that you'll be notified for every video that we shall be posting on our channel. Today we are going to be sharing about how to take care of your cassavas on the garden. You can see on my background there is huge cassavas. You can see them there. All those ones that you are seeing, those are cassavas that we grow here on our garden, and for sure they are performing well. And today we are going to be sharing how you should take care of your cassavas and which method can you use to remove the weeds. Are you using a hoe to remove the weeds or another machine, or you are just slashing your cassavas? So without wasting time, let's dive into that. I normally use the method of using a hoe. I use a hoe to remove the weeds from my cassava garden, and this helped me to remove the weeds. And once you use this method of cassava, it will help you not to allow the weeds to grow faster. It is a bit tiresome. If you use a hoe, it is a bit tiresome because it involves the bending and removing weeds. Once you try to dig those weeds to remove them from the soil where they have grown from, and with this method of hoe you'll find that it's very difficult. But someone who is using a slasher, yes, he can remove weeds consistently after 2 to 3 weeks or a month. He also will come and start slashing, doing what. So but I recommend you to use a hoe is the best, or other machines, the advanced machine which can remove the weeds in your cassava garden. And so using a slasher can be easy for someone who is a bit lazy on his garden, or when it comes to managing the time and others, then that one can be a good method for him. But if you don't want weeds to grow very fast on your cassava garden, make sure you use the hoe to remove the weeds. Even though you can use the method of slasher consistently, but the slasher, using this machine, this simple machine, the slasher can make the weeds to grow faster after 2 to 3 weeks. Actually, this side for us we use 2 methods of removing weeds from the garden, and one of them is using the hoe. Yes, people normally use hoe this side to remove the weeds in the cassava garden, and also even others can slash, but For the case of slashing, that may not be a good method, because once you slash the weeds, it will grow fast. The weeds will grow fast. In just 2 to 3 weeks, they will start developing again. Actually, they just renew themselves and they start growing. So if you use this method of slashing, that cannot be a good idea for someone who has used a hoe. Even though some cassavas haven't removed the weeds, but anytime you're going to be removing, you still have a huge space to remove those weeds from our cassava garden. But anytime you're going to be removing them using a hoe, like you are seeing this side. So it is a gradual process until we finish them up the other end. We have got pruning. Pruning is the removal of unwanted plants in the garden. Now, if you find your cassava having many stems on one stem, like these ones here, let me show you. This side we used the hoe. We used the hoe to remove the weeds, and you can see the garden is a bit nice. You can see all the cassavas, they are doing well. Yes, they are doing well. You can see the method we use here, that one. After removing the weeds, we get the hoe and we make a heap on the stems of cassavas. This help the soil roots to absorb water, and also help the stem to persist inside there. Those roots will be able to go in different direction and also absorb water and mineral salts from the soil, and even helping this stem to persist in the soil. If you are located in areas where there is scarcity of water, maybe no rain, you can do a simple mulch. When you don't have enough rainfall on your garden, you can do the mulching. Also help our cassavas to grow well. Remember that these cassavas, they are resistant to bad weather. Yes, they are resistant to bad weather, which help them to this make them as the great crop which can be grown by many people, because it does not require a lot of care. Yes, because it is annual crop. Yeah, it is annual crop. It takes more than a year to be ready, and this depends on the breed which you planted. So you can do mulching. Mulching helps to keep moisture in the soil, and once there is moisture in the soil, which means your cassavas will grow very nice. If you have your cassava garden, it's better to practice what we call crop rotation. Crop rotation is the growing of different crops in the same piece of land. This helps you to have more fertile soil in your garden. For example, if you grow these cassavas and with leguminous plants, remember that most leguminous plants have root nodules, and root nodules help to fix nitrogen in the soil, and they provide what we call nitrogen fixing bacteria. So this will help them to have soil which is fertile to produce enough yields when it comes to your cassava garden. Apply fertilizer if it is necessary on your cassava garden, but for me, this side, our soil supports the growing of cassavas. Yes, they support the cassavas to grow well. Me, there's no need of applying the fertilizer. I think you can see how they are performing there. They are doing well, and we are really expecting enough yields from them. So there's no need of applying fertilizer in my cassava garden. You also provide what we call pesticide. Pesticide, these pesticides will kill the pests which are destroying your cassavas. But for me, for the case of cassavas, I've never experienced pests in my garden, and they are performing well. I'm not facing any challenge about the pests and diseases in my cassava garden. That's why they are looking nice, and we are in the rainy season, and I'm sure this condition has enabled them to perform well in my garden here. That is the end of our video. Kindly subscribe, hit the bell button. I salute you. Have a perfect day. Bye bye.